Yo, welcome back. This is your big homie Church Boy 334, and you are currently tuned into the Chop Shop. And the joint you all just got done listening to was Bad Guy by the homie Big Ye, who is currently on the phone. What's going on, Ye?
What's up, man? How you doing? What's up?
How's everything been going for you?
Everything's been going pretty good, bro. Life has been pretty well at the moment, man.
I got you, man. That is truly a blessing, man. So, hey, man. So just jumping right on into it. Yeah, the track we just got done listening to was Bad Guy. How exactly did that song come about?
So we actually, me and my homie JT, we was in Birmingham, I believe.
Right. We
was at a Flame concert, right?
Okay.
So we was talking to Flame. We was chopping up with Flame and Spec, and we was in the back with Flame and Spec, and we somehow got on the conversation of people wanting CHH, which is Christian hip hop, to end necessarily. Not wanting to be in that bubble of CHH, and all of us was like, man, why? Like, why not? Why not have CHH? We was basically kind of saying like, there's room for both sides. Those who just want to be, rappers who are Christian, that old topic, and the other side, which is Christian rappers, and I'm on that other side, like Christian rapper. I have no problem with being called a Christian rapper. So that night we just kind of talked up on that situation, and like we just felt like, man, there's no need for fighting,
Right.
There's room for everybody, So I got home maybe a couple days later, and my homie, because I also make beats, I made a beat for my homie, KD.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear him on some stuff in the future too. He was like, man, I can't write to this beat, bro. But if you can write to it, you can use it. And I was like, bro, I already told you if you could use it, I'm about to use it.
Yeah.
He ended up using that beat, it went from there, man. I felt like that was a pretty good track, and it had a lot of controversy in it, but I really told and spoke my heart on the situation at hand, man.
Yeah, man. And just being honest, man, that is one of, I like it. I really like that track, man, because that's one of the genuine tracks where I can actually hear, you standing up and you making a stand for, for holy hip hop or Christian hip hop. I really don't see anything wrong with having a title on it, but at the same time, from both perspectives, I can understand if people want to go out and have their music heard in other venues or other genres, but at the same time, it has to be some type of separation there, from the world.
Yeah,
definitely.
My whole point in that situation is like, there's nowhere in that song where I completely say I'm against not calling yourself a Christian rapper.
Right.
Nowhere. I completely agree with both sides. I can understand if you want your music to be heard more by quote unquote worldly people, or people who are, that's used to normal, just worldly music, I don't know, Lil Yachty and people like that, that are used to that music. I can understand if you want your music heard by them,
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? When I make my music, I wouldn't mind if people like that listen to it either. But don't go around, saying that we don't need Christian hip hop in a say, you know what I'm saying? Like, They're saying we don't need Christian hip hop because we want our music heard by those people. But you can market yourself in a way to where you're not considered Christian hip hop, and Christian hip hop can still be there,
That's true.
So that's my whole part. That's my whole point in that.
I got you on that. So okay, so let me ask you this then: with that title, with that label, do you feel like that? Do you feel like the title or the label will put you in a box, so to speak, as far as like where your audience goes?
So I guess it just depends on how you do it, man. Some people have already put themselves in boxes necessarily, and people are trying to break out of that box. Lecrae, for instance, broke out of it. He's no longer in that box, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it just depends on how you do it. And in my opinion, that's my opinion. You can argue with it, but I think it's my opinion. I also think that you kind of can't get upset if you put yourself in that box, because it's all in how you do it, So definitely it can, but I think about it, man. The church needs the gospel too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I have no problem with calling myself a Christian rapper. And then you got people who don't take the title at all, like my man Fizzle. He doesn't take a title at all. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, you call me what you want to call me. I'm just a rapper. It's like, you call me what you want to. I'm a Christian rapper. I'm a rapper who's not Christian. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper who's Christian. It's just what you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah, man, I definitely understand it. So I hear you talk a lot about Flame, Spec, and Thizzle. Are those some of the guys who had like a major influence in your life of where you are now?
Musically, I can say yes. Not only them, but definitely them. So one of my first Christian hip hop songs was Lecrae and Thizzle. Like those were my two. Like when I first started listening to Christian hip hop,
right.
It was Lecrae's Rebel, I believe, and then a couple songs from Thizzle. I can never remember the name of the album, but it's like the Chronicles of an Ex-Husband, I believe.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about. That's a classic one. Yeah.
I started listening to stuff from that, and those were like the first two projects I heard in Christian rap. So those two had a big impact. And then I remember Lecrae had a song with Flame, but I didn't really know Flame's music like that. I didn't really listen to Flame's music like that. But when I ended up hooking up with Flame and he ended up dropping newer music and stuff like that, I definitely, Flame is amazing.
Yeah, man. And that is, I know what song you're talking about too. You're talking about Joyful Noise. Yeah, man. I remember that, man. That's another classic, man. That was way back in like, I think 2007, 2006.
Yeah.
Man, that's a classic for real, man. For real. But yo, man, but true enough, it is a blessing to be able to even speak on those guys, because honestly, it's almost like those guys were the pioneers, for where Christian hip hop is heading toward and where it's going now. And even with Lecrae breaking outside of that box, you know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't even think it's so much as breaking outside the box as it is to being able to reach more and more people. Because at the end of the day, no matter what title you have, or no matter what, what audience you're trying to get to, as long as your main focus is to spread the gospel more and to spread Christ's name as much as possible, man, you just got to keep pushing and keep moving forward.
And that, my friend, is what Bad Guy was about. It was about we're all being loving and brothers and sisters of Christ. So why can't we love each other enough to let each other know that, hey, no matter your title, as long as you're spreading the gospel, as long as you're doing what you need to do to let everybody know that Jesus is King, you are perfectly fine. I don't care if you don't go by the title of Christian rapper. As long as you have the gospel as your main focus, that's all you need, really.
Amen to that. All right, so next question, let me ask you, so how do you feel about, I guess the older saints who don't really accept Christian hip hop in the church? How do you feel about that?
Oh, bro, that's a good one. The older saints. Well, I don't necessarily speak on. Not saying that they're irrelevant or anything, because they're part of the church, so they're not. But I will say that even in old age, you can still learn.
Right.
So definitely, I would, if there's anyone listening, I would definitely encourage you to at least give it a try or give it a learn. Just because you don't get helped by it or you don't feel it, don't mean that this next generation up under you is not impacted by it, or the next generation after that.
That's right.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they can give it a try. I don't necessarily say go and listen to it. I can't make them go listen to it. They don't have to like it if they don't want to. But give it its respect, because it's helping the younger generation and it's reaching younger people. It's reaching younger generation. And by younger, I kind of mean like maybe 40 and under. I don't know about the 40 and over cats. They're more of a they're more of a I don't know. Yeah, they're just I don't know. But it's some cats out there that are 40, 50 and still loving the younger music as well. So yeah. I can't just say.
I got you on that. I mean, I got it. Wait, how old are you exactly?
I'll be 20 Sunday. So. What shoot, man? Well, happy
early birthday.
Yeah.
Well, man, I mean, just to be honest, man, you have a lot of knowledge, beyond your years, and man, that in itself is a blessing to have, to have that understanding, to have that, just that love and that passion for God, and see other young people saved in the world. But at the same time, I know with that age, do you feel like do you have to fight? I guess like more than others with sin and temptation and everything like that. I'm saying like I know because everyone faces and everyone goes through it. But I know at that age, you know, I know there's a lot of stuff thrown at you that's coming from the word or the word is trying to tug on you.
So I would coming from me, like just me in general, I would say that I may struggle more than the average person, but I've been proved wrong, so to speak. Not saying that you know, I've seen more people struggle more than me, and it's not like, you know, about, you know, you struggle more, I'd be happy if you struggle less, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't stop with you getting older. You know what I mean? It's like it's like you're young and you're gonna struggle. You may lose some of those struggles when you get older, but you gain others. You know,
exactly.
Whether it's, you know, it's sin or whether it's just life struggles. Period. You know what I'm saying? So you may lose one because you may mature a little, but you will gain more. You know what I'm saying? So I think that my struggle is maybe average, some of the stuff that normal men struggle with, you know. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's going to go anywhere, and I don't necessarily say it's you know, not going to leave either. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man, most definitely, man. But it's just but I can honestly say that you're doing the right thing, and the right thing to that is to continue to trust God and continue to trust the plans that He has for your life, man. Because like I tell anybody, I'm not old. I'm 27, but at the same time, but at the same time, I've been through a lot in my years where I'm able to tell others, you know, just make sure you stay focused and stay encouraged and make sure you keep God first. Because the more you allow God to go out in front of you and order your footsteps, the more you're able to follow in those footsteps and avoid a lot of heartache and pain and trouble and everything.
Man, that's real.
Hey, man, so to someone's out there that's, you know, that's kind of battling the fence, or, you know, not battling, but like straddling the fence, like they want to serve God but they don't exactly know how, or, you know, or they're in a hurt situation where they're just trying to find love some kind of way. What is it that you would say to that young person?
Wow. Well, I'm kind of happy that you said young person, because well, I couldn't. So this is probably where I would say that I'm kind of bad at. You know, I would kind of give my kind of like backstory a little bit and see if that would help. But I definitely would say that but it sounds cliche, but yeah, Christ loves you. You know, I can't necessarily show you that through just, you know, just talking to you. But I could definitely like I don't know. I'm more of an in-person type of thing. I don't know. I guess I got you on that. Yeah, you know, I'm not, you know, trying to blow off anything, but I definitely would just say, it does sound cliche, but I definitely would say Christ loves you, and you will go through hard things, even as a Christian. You will go through hard things. I go through hard things, and I'm probably more Christian than some others.
Oh yeah, man, it doesn't stop. It really doesn't stop. Yeah. But speaking for myself as well as everyone that's a part of Soul Winning International's family, we definitely appreciate you taking the time out and coming by and just chopping it up with us today and talking with us and everything like that. But
yeah, man, anytime, for real.
Almost definitely, man. But how can everyone, if someone wants to get in contact with you, how can they reach you? Where can you be reached at?
On all social media at Big Yae. That's BIGYAE. That's on all social media, everything. You can also find music, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, SoundCloud. And you can even find it on YouTube. Majority of everything on YouTube. So yeah, it's Big Yae on everything.
All right, man. And there y'all have it. But yo, I do understand that you also dropped off a joint for me. Can you go ahead and introduce that for me?
Yeah, so I actually dropped off 2 joints. I think the first one played during the during the interview, but well, the second one played during the interview. My bad, but one of them's Underestimated, and that joint is freaking fire. I don't know what caused that song. It's just my homie sent me the chorus. We just wrote to that, but it was dope. Cause we do feel underestimated sometimes, man. And some of the other younger artists, man, we feel underestimated. You know, I'm just saying, look, just because I love Christ, don't underestimate me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got you. We got you.
And this brand new track, man. This is exclusive. Nobody's heard this before, man. This is exclusive to you, man. That's all love, bro.
I appreciate it.
We Gon' Shine. And I even have a video to this joint dropping soon. It's gonna be it's gonna be on the album, because I have an EP dropping, but then I have an album dropping later this summer. So that's gonna be on the album. It's gonna be the summer song. Really, it's gonna be the summer song, bro. So yeah, man.
All right, man. There you have it. And we'll be back with more Chop Shop right after this. Yep.